Now this is the second time I've done this one because the first time around I forgot to press record. So let's have a look through then at question number 8. Number 8 says, open the Greenfoot WJEC Ant game, familiarise yourself with its content, and then answer the below questions. All of the answers are going on your answer document, which you should have open from earlier within the exam. Unsurprisingly, I already have WJEC Ant 8 open, but you would just go to scenario, open, and find it. And then I've opened up all of these different elements. So if I go through here, we can see we've got the ground, we've got water droplets, we've got counter, we've got the sugar cube, and we've got the WJEC ant itself. So the question wants to know, first of all, what is a superclass? In our game, we have 2 superclasses. In every Greenfoot game, you'll only ever have 2 superclasses. One of them is world, the other being actor. So I'm going to say, in this game, we have the superclass world. I don't need to overcomplicate it. It's a 1-mark question. We're identifying what a superclass is. We're not trying to push it too far. We're not going to try and give them too much information. We're not thinking too much about it. We're just simply answering the question. The next one then is talking about classes. They're referred to as classes or subclasses. Either way around, it is talking about things like counter. As you can see, public class counter. It tells you in the definition for the code that is a type of counter. So I'm going to say, in this game, there are lots of classes. An example would be counter. Showing the examiner that I do know that there are plenty of them there, and here is an example of one. Going on from there, part C wants a private property. If we go through all of our different functions here, we have a private void. It's not really a property. We have publics, nothing private there. We have a private static integer as total count. So there's one property is our total count. We have public elements and public elements. So there isn't really any other private property other than total count. There's a private method, but there's not a private property. So I'm going to say, in this game, a private property would be total count. I'm going to double check in a second because I would make sure you are capitalizing just like they have. So I've done that slightly wrong. That first T needs to be small. Total count. Making sure you are referencing the code from the actual question. Part D then wants to know a comment. And as you may have noticed earlier in WJEC Ant, I've highlighted act, do whatever the actor wants to do, which is inside that comment braces. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to say, in Greenfoot, comments start with / star symbols and end with star symbol / An example can be found in, and just double checking, it's the ant with the code, and then I'm going to paste it. That shows the examiner I know what I'm talking about. That explains why it's a comment and where the comment can be found. And now we're on to part E. E says a method that automatically runs in each frame. So if I go through my classes very quickly, I've got ground, and in ground we have prepare and ground itself, and nothing that actually runs each time. But in water droplet, in counter, in sugar cube, and in ant, we have that public void act. I've told you this one before. Act is called different things in different languages. It can often be referred to as on tick, on run, on start, but in Greenfoot it's called act. And it happens every single cycle of the CPU. And that's what they're referencing here in this question when it wants to know what runs automatically each frame. So in here I'd say the method that runs in each frame automatically is act. This can be found in, and then I'm going to say all the different things. So with sugar cube, it was ant. What else was it? There was, come on, show me what's there. We've got water droplet and counter. Water, drop, and counter. So that's a nice full answer for those 5 marks.